Here we are. It is the Travelers Championship, day 4 of play, day 5 of our 3 Cares Birdies for Charity interviews. We are in the fan zone. We're connected to the mini golf platform. I'm Renee Danino, and I am seated next to our next door neighbors today. They won the right to be in our booth. It's the Brain Injury Alliance of Connecticut. Please welcome Victor Dar. That's a good name. That's like Victor Dar is here. That's like a superhero, powerful name.
Some say it sounds Viking.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say R. No, wait, that's a pirate. Well, a Viking could say R, right?
Right,
I mean,
right.
seriously.
Absolutely.
You just need the long braids
Well,
and a dragon.
yeah, give me a couple of years.
Okay, thank you. First and foremost, what you do with the Brain Injury Alliance of Connecticut, I'm very familiar with this organization, but remind our audience who you are and how you help.
Yeah, so at the Brain Injury Alliance of Connecticut, our main goal is to help provide support to people with a brain injury.
Right.
Often we're helping the survivor themselves, and sometimes we're assisting family members, we're assisting professionals. But it's really difficult to get the help that you need once you have a brain injury. It creates all kinds of obstacles and problems for that individual. And so our goal is to kind of cut through those obstacles. In addition to providing support and help for survivors, we also do a lot of work about prevention because the only way to cure a brain injury is to not get one in the first place.
If you can help that, but I know I've done interviews before where you've brought some guests in who have to actually wear some protective helmets or some protective, I don't even know what you would call it, aided devices, I suppose, but then also you deal with, there's a youth population with the brain injuries with sports and things like that that's a lot to handle. So I feel like you're sort of like an umbrella, no pun intended with the Travelers here, but to be serious, you're sort of like an umbrella organization. You have so many areas that people probably don't even think about, right? Because if you don't have it happen, why would you think about this?
Right. And you know, probably the best way to think about a brain injury is that a brain is everything you are, everything you can do. So once it has an injury, there's no end to the problems that you might have. So it may affect, you know, as you were implying before, your vision, your hearing, your balance, your thinking, your reasoning, your moods,
Speech.
your emotions, speech, everything. It's everything you are. So because of that, it's really key to kind of, you know, solve those issues and try to help people get the support they need.
Do you have a good connection with some of our health facilities in the state of Connecticut? And who refers, or how do people get help from you, I guess is the best way to ask that.
Right. So if people are looking for direct support, there's a free helpline. The number is 203-219-0291.
Good memory, boy. Can you repeat that if you can?
What I'll repeat is the website. So if you didn't get the number, go to our website. It's biact.org.
Right, biact.org to get that directly. That's and if excuse me for one moment, that's where I put the direct link up too for Birdies for Charity. So if you want to make a donation, it'll go to them. End of play today. Super important to get that extra 15%. So I apologize for interrupting, but I do want to interject that because we only have today, right?
Right. So the website is a great place for information. You'll find our phone number there. You can even put a form in saying, help,
Right.
I have a problem. And so all those calls are going to get answered by us as soon as we can get to them. Your question about...
Healthcare providers or how
Healthcare
people get
providers.
referred or, you know what I mean? Like seriously, because there, again, this is one of those organizations where the public wouldn't generally think about it unless it happens to you or you know somebody, right? So how do we get connected to you or how do they get help?
So there's a two-way partnership. So
Okay.
there's lots of providers in the state, Hartford Healthcare, Gaylord, Yale New Haven. There's an endless number of healthcare facilities and professionals who are out there who may refer people to us, but we're also referring people to them.
Right.
So we do it non-partially, but what we want to do is make sure that whatever it takes for someone to get through the door to get that help they need, that they get it.
So I did a really fun story at Gaylord with Mandy, their facility dog, and I did a story about brain injuries there and some of the rehabilitation and the PT that people have to go through. And, you know, there are some folks that can recover some. They recover a little, but it was so interesting to me what the PT trainers have to do with the person who might be affected with whatever brain injury they have,
Right.
And the way that the dog interacted.
Exactly.
It's just, these people, it's like, you know what, you guys are superheroes. I take that back. It's not a Viking name, it's a superhero name. But it's to me, those medical people and those physical therapists and people like you and your organization, you're really just incredible individuals that are fighting for people that maybe might not have the means to do it.
Yeah, so there's a whole wide range of professionals that help people with brain injury.
Right.
So it may be a physical therapist, it may be an occupational therapist, speech therapist, a neurologist, a neuropsychologist.
Yeah.
Whoever the expert is, you got to find them. Another big component of our support is our support groups.
Yeah.
So even if you have the best professional in the world, but they don't know what you're going through because they haven't been through it,
Right.
you can reach out to peers.
Yeah.
So we have a system of support groups that are there not only to help the survivor, but to help family members. So we
Yeah.
have, 2 unique family caregiver support groups. So if you're out there and you're thinking, how do I help this person? I'm feeling like I'm at the end of my rope.
Right.
And then, very often those caregivers aren't able to really give the support that they need. So I would encourage any caregiver out there of someone
Perfect.
with brain injury to get the help they need.
All right, Brain Injury Alliance of Connecticut. They are our next door neighbors. I hope I'm being a good roommate. Am I all right? I'm not half bad.
You're good.
I don't
You guys are
hog.
the best.
I don't
And
hog
you're giving out
everything.
free stuff, so
I have
it's great.
candy and cookies. I bribe people's friendships. But in any event, I hope you will consider making a donation to this very important organization that is making a difference out there. And again, you can go to travelerschampionship.com, click on Birdies for Charity, scroll through, find them or one that resonates with you. And specifically for this particular interview, if you're watching or listening to this in the write-up, I have the direct link for them to their Birdies donation. So thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Wait, Victor Dar. Yeah, I can't wait to see your movie. When's it coming out? This summer?
It's coming to a theater near
Okay,
you.
thank
Yeah.
you so much.